Hi, it's Cher here with Share Peace and Love. Let's talk about Jonah. So God says to Jonah, he wants him to preach the saving message, repent, right? But Jonah, what does he do? He gets on a boat and heads in the opposite direction. You know, and so many times in our life, I am sure that God says something to us and we're like, no, I'm going this way, right? So Jonah's out in the boat and everything gets real calm. And then, as you know, you're probably familiar with this story, right? A big whale came. Well, okay, wait, let me check this right. When the storm hit, okay, so Jonah's going the opposite direction. The big storm comes, and he knows why. And all the people on the boat are scared. So they threw Jonah into the sea. And, you know, I agree with that. I probably would have been right along there with them pushing him out. And then the sea got calm, okay? And then a big giant fish, which we know is a whale, swallowed the runaway prophet. So the first thing I would say is probably don't run away from God if you can help it, because I'm pretty sure he has more than just big giant fish that can swallow us in our lives. And I think part of the message is that a lot of times when we feel like we're being swallowed, if we call out to God, that is, it said Jonah prayed to the Lord, and it was the prayer of a man yielding to brokenness. Wow. He finally submitted his will completely to God and went to Nineveh to preach. Okay? He submitted completely to God, the Most High, the Divine. Something to think about in the course of your day. All right? And, yeah, if he asks you to do something, you may not want to run in the opposite direction. Also, please go share some peace and love.